Welcome, friends, to another session of Uplift Yoga. Today we have a gentle flow for a connection to the now, allowing you to appreciate what is right here, right now. So I invite you to get comfortable, settle in, get any props that you might need, bolsters, blocks. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Allow yourself to settle in, start to feel the sensation of the earth beneath you, grounding and supporting the sky above you, and the length of your spine lifting up, connecting earth to sky. Close your eyes if you like. Start to notice the breath. Notice if the breath is deep or shallow, smooth or rough, fast or slow. Just observing the quality of your breath in this moment. Notice where you feel the breath. Notice the entire pathway that the breath takes as it moves in through the nostrils, all the way down through the lungs, inflating the lower abdomen, and following the breath all the way back out as the navel moves in and the breath flows back up and out through the lungs and out the nostrils. Feel the sensation of this body in this moment breathing. And take a moment here, if you like, to set your intention for your practice, whatever it is you are cultivating in your life, bringing a word, a phrase, or an image to whatever that might be. Repeat it to yourself a few times, planting that seed of intention. And come back to your awareness of breath, awareness of body, resolving to take care of your physical body as you move through your practice today by modifying, adjusting, or giving yourself supportive props as needed. Notice the mental state, just recognizing where the thoughts have been today. Notice the mood and the emotional state and what might be affecting your mood today. And without judgment, just observing the now. We'll take a couple more breaths here, and then we're going to move into our first position, which is actually a lying on the back, toes or feet touching, knees out and hands on the belly. So starting out in this supine cobbler's pose, just allowing the weight of the body to release into the earth, feeling the breath, inviting the breath into the area where your hands are resting. Finding a 4 or 5 count inhale and a 4 or 5 count exhale. Breath is unforced, simply flowing it in and flowing it out. Allowing the legs and hips to release and the spine to let go. Feeling yourself supported and rooted. Repeating your intention for yourself a few times here as you acknowledge this time for your practice. Appreciating what is. Appreciate the breath. Appreciate the body, the mind, the ability to feel and experience, and all of the things that you are experiencing. And spending a few more breaths here, just feeling that sense of gratitude. And then we'll slowly start to bring the knees together. Flatten the lower back onto the earth as you draw the knees closer to each other, taking your time. And then set the feet so that they're about hip width apart, heels close in to the sits bones. And bring arms alongside the body, palms down. We're just going to flow in and out of a gentle bridge. So start by peeling the tail up just a couple inches, and then exhale and roll it back down. Very subtle here. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, roll it down. And we'll just gradually add a little more height. With every inhale, we press into the feet and our hips come a little higher, and then gently roll back down like you're massaging out the lower back. Pressing into the feet as you come up, rolling down as you exhale. Experiencing the entire length of the spine as you feel it move up and down in contact with the floor, articulating every vertebra. Eventually coming up to your highest point, and then stay there for a couple breaths. And on an exhale, we'll gently roll all the way back down. Give the knees a little hug into the chest, maybe massaging out that lower back a little. And we'll gently rock up and down the spine a few times. And coming up to seated. And we'll come into a comfortable cross-legged position. And we'll bring the arms up like cactus arms. Elbows bent, palms face forward, opening up through the chest, keeping the head in line with the spine. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the arms together. Full exhale. Inhale, open back up. 4 or 5 count. Inhale, exhale. 4 or 5 count, bringing arms back together. And we'll just flow like that with the breath. Feeling a little more opening in the upper chest with every inhale. And if you like, you can bring the head up a little on the inhale and drop the chin slightly on the exhale, getting a little neck movement in with that as well. And 2 more breaths like this. Experiencing the sensation of being in this body today, in this moment. And then we'll gently bring hands down to knees and move through a seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, lift the chest, a little arc in the upper back. Exhale, round the spine, see the belly. Head comes down. And just flowing, inhaling and exhaling. 4 or 5 count inhale. 4 or 5 count exhale. One more breath like that. And then we'll just come back to a neutral spine, taking a moment here to feel the sensations of the physical body and start to notice the effects of your practice already happening on your physical body. And since we're seated here and it's convenient, give yourself a little bit of a foot massage, massaging out the big toe, the second toe, the neglected third toe, the fourth toe, the little toe, and then moving back up to the big toe, just taking time to feel appreciation for your feet and your toes and everything that they allow you to do, massaging out the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So Giving a little gratitude to that foot, and then same thing on the other foot, starting with the big toe, giving it a little massage out. Second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the little toe, and then back up. Feeling gratitude for this foot, massaging out the ball of the foot, the arch, noticing any places of tenderness, the heel, thanking that foot for all it does for you. And then we'll come on to our knees into a Virasana, hero's pose. So heels underneath the sits bones. And we're going to start by walking the hands back and stretching out the tops of the feet. So just coming to your comfortable edge here. As you can see, my feet are toes curled under, and I'm bringing the knees up. You don't have to come that far, just to stretch out the fronts of the ankles and the tops of the feet, and stay with that even breath. And then we'll gently roll down, bring the hands forward, curl the toes under, and we'll do the stretch of the bottoms of the feet sitting up. And this might feel a little bit uncomfortable for you if you are, particularly if you are a runner. So just stay with it for as long as you can comfortably do so with even breath. And then we'll bring the tops of the feet back down, sitting back on the heels. Interlace your fingers, press palms up, lift the heart. Breathing here, finding that length and stretch in both sides of the rib cage. Looking up at the hands. One more breath. And then exhale, release down. Now we'll bring the right arm up high and the left hand behind the back. If you have a strap, you can grab the strap in both hands or work the hands toward each other so that maybe you can touch fingertips, going into cow face arms. So keeping that right elbow pointing up, keeping the chest open, even breath. Navel moving in on the exhale. One more breath here. Gently release. You could shake out the arms if you like, and we'll switch sides. Left arm up, right hand behind the back. If you have that strap, you can hang the strap from this hand and grab it with the bottom. Otherwise, work the hands toward each other. And if, like me, you are right-handed, this side might feel a little tighter, might be a little harder to reach hands together, but just come to that comfortable edge for you and breathe there. Even inhale and exhale. One more breath. Gently release. And shake out those arms if you like, and we'll come on to all fours. Tabletop. Starting here. Lengthen through the spine, gaze straight ahead, spread the collarbones. Exhale, drop back, hips to heels, chest to thighs, forehead down. And we'll flow through that a few times. Inhale, rising up, lengthen. Exhale, drop back, release. Movement is contained within the breath. So breath starts and then movement. Breath continues for a moment after movement. Same thing on the inhale. One more breath like that. And then release the head down and bring the knees a little further apart. Walk the hands forward. Allow the hips to sink all the way down toward the heels and the chest to release between the knees. Shoulders release toward the earth. Come back to your breath awareness. Smoothing out that wheel of inhale and exhale. Releasing any tension in the lower back, pelvis, and hips. Now flip the right hand up to face the ceiling or the sky. And then take that right hand and slide it all the way under your left arm, bringing the right ear down. Breathing here in this spinal twist. Matching inhale to exhale. A couple more breaths here. We'll gently bring that right arm back out in front. Flip that left hand. Reach the left hand under the right arm. Left ear comes down. Breathing here. Keep the hips sinking down toward the heels. Maybe walk that right hand out a little more. Even breath. Allow the mind to release and settle here. A couple more breaths. We'll gently bring that left arm back out. Come up back to all fours. Again, moving through our Chakravikasana, lengthen the spine, spread collarbones. Exhale back, hips to heels, chest to thighs, forehead down. Inhale back up. This time we'll bring the right arm up and left leg up. Inhale and exhale. Bring the leg and arm back. Sink back, hips to heels. Coming up, left arm, right leg, lift, and exhale, coming back. And we'll do that a few more times with the breath, taking your time, containing the movement within the breath, feeling the experience of being in your body at this moment, appreciating everything that your body allows you to experience. Whatever your range of motion is, feel appreciation for that. One more time, left arm, right leg. Coming back and meeting back up in all fours. And this time we'll inhale, bring the right leg back, keeping the hands on the floor. And exhale, bringing head to knee. Inhale, extend the leg, lift the head and chest. Exhale, head to knee. A couple more like that with your breath. One more time, extend out, and now we'll just roll that ankle one direction and then the other. And then bring the leg out to the side a few degrees. Inhale and exhale, bring it back. Inhale it out, keeping the toes pointed toward the floor, and exhale back. Couple more like that. One more. And then release the knee. We'll just move the hips around in a circle. So clockwise, a couple times. And then reverse direction, counterclockwise. And then we'll bring that left leg all the way up, lift the head and chest, and exhale, head to knee. Inhale up, and exhale, head to knee. And two more like that. And then next inhale, we'll come out to leg extended. Roll the ankle, both directions. Inhale the leg out. Exhale back. Inhale it out. Exhale back. And a couple more on your own. And then releasing that knee. And we'll make circles with the hips again. Go counterclockwise first. And then clockwise a couple times. And now curl your toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Finding your first down dog of your practice today. Ground down, fingers spread wide. Creating space between the shoulder blades. Maybe a little bend in the knees as you lengthen the tail a little more. Even breath here. Steadiness and ease. One more breath. Look up at the hands and exhale, step the feet up, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up, coming up to standing, and hands to heart. So today we're going to move through what is, I've seen referred to as a water salutation. So ground down around the edges of the feet are hip width apart, hands together at heart center. Feel rooted and grounded, yet growing tall through the crown. Exhale, drop chin to chest. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands and step back to plank. One breath here. Exhale, lower down all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra, lift head and chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg high. Exhale, step that foot up. Warrior one, plant the back heel, arms come up. One breath here. Exhale, open up, coming into a goddess squat. Bend the knees, elbows bend. Inhale up, turning to warrior one on the other side, planting that right heel. One breath here. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Coming forward, all the way to up dog. And then back to your plank. And then back to forward fold, stepping the feet up. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. One breath here. Ground down around edges of feet, lift the arches. Exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plank. One breath here. Exhale, lower down all the way or halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, step that foot up. Warrior one. One breath here. Next inhale, coming into goddess. One breath here. And coming back up, turning to the other side. Warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, coming back to our downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Actually, let's come all the way to up dog. One breath. And then plank. And then back to down dog. Step the feet up, coming back to our forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. One breath here. Ground down around the edges of the feet. We'll add on to that. Exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant hands, step back, plank. One breath. Lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it up. Warrior one. One breath here. This time as we exhale, we're opening to warrior two. So palms can face up, heel to arch alignment, and we'll stay here for a couple breaths. Nice right angle bend in that right knee. And then we'll come to our goddess. One breath here. And then moving to warrior two on the other side. Bending that left knee. Couple breaths here. Transitioning to warrior one on this side. So hands come up, hips face the short end of your mat. One breath here. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale all the way to up dog or cobra. Exhale, plank. Back to down dog. Look at the hands, step the feet up, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Samastitihi, even breath. Next exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant hands, step back, plank. One breath. Exhale, lower down all the way or halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Left leg reaches high. Step it forward, warrior one. One breath. Exhale, open to warrior two. Couple breaths here. Steadiness and ease. Coming into a goddess, toes out, squat. Warrior two on the other side. Couple breaths. Warrior one. One breath here. On your exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale all the way forward to cobra or up dog. Exhale, plank. One breath in plank. Downward facing dog. Look at the hands, step up, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, sweep arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to move through a little bit of a balance sequence here. So we'll bring the left hand to left hip, right arm up. Weight comes into left foot. And we're going to tilt. Reaching that right hand away from that right heel. Staying even breath. And then inhale up, but don't put the foot on the floor. See if you can keep it elevated a little. And exhale, come back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Playing around with your balance here. If you fall out, just come back in. Coming one more time. Breathing here, create space. Maybe roll the chest open toward the ceiling a little more. And then come back upright. Release the foot, release the hand, shake it out. And switch sides. Weight into right foot, left arm up, right hand to that hip. Foot comes off the floor, coming into that tilt. Finding your balance, noticing if one side feels a little more even, easier to balance on than the other. And then we'll flow in and out. So inhale. One more like that, and then we'll stay there. Finding that sweet spot, rolling the chest open a little, even breath. And then back to center, shake it all out. We'll bring the arms up, come up to tiptoes. And then bend the knees, staying on tiptoes, coming into like a chair. We call this high heel chair. And staying on tiptoes, come all the way up, nice and tall. And then back to that high-heeled chair. Again, all the way up, staying on tiptoes the whole time. Back to that chair. Stay here and breathe. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Bring hands down about shoulder height. Maybe drop the hips a little more. And now we're going to bring the arms up, but let the heels come to the floor into a more traditional chair. And then arms down, come up to tiptoes. Arms up, heels down. Arms down, heels up. One more time like that. And then all the way up to standing, big inhale, back bend, and forward fold. And just let the hands come to opposite elbows, put a little bend in the knees, even breath. Soften the muscles of the face, the cheeks, the eyes, the neck, the upper chest and back. Put a little more bend in the knees if you like. Give yourself a little support here. And just let everything release. A couple more breaths. Then we'll slowly roll up and we'll set up for our tree pose, but I invite you to bring a block if you have one. It's always kind of fun to work with a block. It challenges our balance. So if you have a block, you could stand on the block. If not, no big deal. So we're going to bring the weight into that right foot. And if you have the block, your left foot might be hovering, hands at heart center. We'll just inhale, bring the left knee up, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale it up, and exhale down. One more like that. Then inhale it up, stay, flex that left foot, stay nice and tall, whether you're on the block or not, even breath. And then we'll bring that foot around to tree, starting with foot on the calf. Left knee is open, hips face front, hands and fingers pressing into each other. A little bit taller through the back of the crown of the head, smooth wheel of breath. You can either stay there, or if you want to bring that foot a little higher above the knee, you could try that. Focusing your gaze on a non-moving point, and if you fall out, simply come back in, no judgment. And if you want to bring the arms wide, you can take up space, let your tree grow a little. One more breath wherever you are, and then hands to heart. Release that foot, gently bring it down to earth. Shake out, roll out, whatever you need to do, and we'll switch sides. So weight comes into that left foot. Inhale the knee up and exhale it down. Inhale up and exhale down. And a couple more like that. And then next time we'll stay with the knee up, flex the foot, get tall, grounded but not gripping in the standing foot, focusing your gaze on a non-moving point. Feel the exhilaration of being in this body at this moment. We'll bring that foot around for tree, foot to calf, point the knee out, staying tall, feeling the breath in the navel center, inhaling and exhaling. Either staying there or bringing the foot up if you want to maybe challenge the flexibility a little more. Finding that perfect tree for your body in this moment, getting tall, maybe opening the arms wide. Feeling exalted in your tree pose today. One more breath. Hands to heart. Gently release out. Shake it all out. Let it go. And from here, we're going to come down into a squat. You could even leave your block there if you have a block. So feet about a little wider than hip width apart. We'll come all the way down to a squat. If you have a block there, it's handy. If not, you might be able to take your squat even lower. Bring arms out, palms up, and let the head roll down, opening through the upper neck and back. With every exhale, feeling gravity pulling you down. And just a couple more breaths there. And then if you have a block, you can move it and come down to seated and bring soles of the feet together, coming into cobbler's pose. So again, we're re-examining our feet, give them another little rub, arches, place between the ball of the big toe and the rest of the toes, giving a little massage out there. Get nice and tall, and then we'll slowly tilt forward, coming to your comfortable edge. If you have the block there, you could use it to rest your head or arms stacked in head, or whatever feels comfortable for you. But coming into that nice cobbler's pose, forward fold, allowing the hips to open, the lower back to release, the muscles of the face to soften. Sometimes I like to use my block to stimulate the third eye center, so I place it right there so that my forehead can gently rest on it, kind of massaging out or opening up my third eye. Whatever you like, staying here for a few more breaths. Noticing what muscles are working that don't need to, and allowing those places to release. Inviting an opportunity to let go. Maybe it's your lower back or your pelvis, or even the little muscles of your face. Give them a little thank you for your effort, but you can allow yourself to release for a moment here. Couple more breaths. And then we'll slowly bring the head up, taking your time. We'll bring the legs wide. Toes point toward the ceiling, toward the sky, keeping the spine nice and tall. And twisting to face that right leg, twisting from the navel. And you could even bring this left hand to the outside of that knee and the right hand behind you. So twisting from the bottom up and eventually looking over that right shoulder. And breathing here. One more breath. On your inhale, we'll come back to center and twist to the other side. Exhale. Right hand comes to the outside of that leg, left hand behind the back. Get nice and tall, twisting from bottom up, looking over left shoulder, even breath. One more breath here. Back to center. And then we'll fold forward from here, again, coming to your comfortable edge, using whatever props you like. Take your time, moving in gently and slowly. Keeping your awareness on the breath. Feeling appreciation for your body, for allowing you to move through your practice today. Different body every day. So no judgment on whether you feel you were able to do everything to the extent that you wanted or thought you could. Just feeling sensations of gratitude for what you can do. Lengthening on the inhale. Releasing what doesn't need to hang on the exhale. Couple more breaths here. And then we'll just gently, ever so slowly, lift the head. Come back up. We'll come onto the back with legs extended. And give the right knee a hug. Squeeze it into the chest. Roll that ankle around one more time. Flex the foot, squeeze the toes. And then move that hip, that leg around in the hip socket. So just taking your hands and kind of stirring it one direction and the other. And then come into a half happy baby. So right hand comes to that right foot, drawing the knee down toward the armpit, and you can have your left hand on the left hip to kind of support you. Press into the left heel, grounding there, even breath. And after the next exhale, extend that leg long and hug the left leg in. Same thing here, roll the foot around, flex it, move it, and then stir that leg in its hip socket. Both directions. And then half happy baby here, right hand to right hip, press into right heel, even breath. And we're going to finish our practice the way we started. So after you extend that left leg long, we'll bring hands to the belly and then soles of the feet together back to that supine cobbler's pose, letting the knees release down toward the earth. And if you have blocks or bolsters or something that you want to put under the knees to give yourself a little support, that's a nice restorative pose. Otherwise, you could also have your upper chest and back supported by a bolster, kind of lifted up. So whatever feels comfortable for you for this. This is our equivalent of Shavasana for today. So finding your most comfortable relaxation pose. And once you arrive there physically, nice sigh, exhale out the mouth, signaling to yourself that you are no longer going to control the breath, but allow it to just be breathed in and out of you through no effort of your own. Releasing any tension in the toes and the feet, feeling gratitude for the feet once again. Releasing any tension in the ankles and lower legs and feeling gratitude for this part of the body that allows you to balance and stay upright. Releasing the knees and the upper legs, the hips, pelvis, and buttocks, feeling an appreciation for the entire lower half of your body that allows you to ambulate and move through the world. Softening the belly and the lower back. releasing any tension held in the little muscles of the rib cage, the front of the chest, the back of the chest, feeling the lungs inflating inside you, releasing the armpits, the upper arms and shoulders, feeling a pleasant heaviness there, the elbows and lower arms, the wrists, hands, and fingers. Appreciation for everything your arms and hands allow you to experience in this life. Releasing into the back of the neck, the base of the throat. Unclench the teeth, soften the muscles of the face, the cheeks, the eyes, the forehead. Releasing any tension in the scalp. And feeling appreciation for all your senses, your entire body, your entire experience of life. And just resting here in relaxed awareness. I'll play a little singing bowl as you let go. Go inside to a place that feels stable, solid, unmoving. Place where you feel at ease, peaceful, protected. Maybe sensing the location of that place, its color, its shape. Take your breath to this place, your safe haven. Know that you can return to this place, this stable, solid, unmoving, protected space. You can return at any time. It's always there within you, just a breath away. And bringing your awareness back to your physical body, feel some gentle movements. Deepen the breath, give the knees a little hug. Taking your time to make your way back to a comfortable seat. You can leave the eyes closed if you like, finding a dignified posture, head over the heart, hands resting gently. And we'll close with a poem from Mary Oliver, a perfect poem for May. This morning, the green fists of the peonies are getting ready to break my heart as the sun rises, as the sun strokes them with his old buttery fingers and they open, pools of lace, white and pink, and all day the black ants climb over them, boring their deep and mysterious holes into the curls, craving the sweet sap, taking it away to their dark underground cities. And all day under the shifty wind, as in a dance to the great wedding, the flowers bend their bright bodies and tip their fragrance to the air and rise, their stems holding all that dampness and recklessness gladly and lightly. And there it is again, beauty the brave, the exemplary, blazing open. Do you love this world? Do you cherish your humble and silky life? Do you adore the green grass with its terror beneath? Do you also hurry, half-dressed and barefoot, into the garden, and softly, and exclaiming of their dearness, fill your arms with the white and pink flowers, with their honeyed heaviness, their lush trembling, their eagerness to be wild and perfect for a moment before they are nothing forever. We'll inhale the arms overhead, palms together. And exhale, bring hands to heart center, acknowledging the divine mystery in everyone and everything, especially yourself. Namaste.